Alright, so we're back. And, I don't have any of my stuff. Hey, what's up you guys? It's MCLegoboy here with 75191 Jedi Starfighter with Hyperdrive. So it's not called a Jedi booster ring. It's 825 pieces of an Attack of the Clones Star Wars set. So there's been a lot of negativity about this recently. So why did I get it? Honestly, I really liked this design better than the episode 3 design. I don't know what the set's going to be like necessarily. I imagine it's going to be fairly similar, but I've always liked the 2 engines than the 3 engines. So I also got it because I wanted a better Jango Fett to kind of pair with my better Boba Fett. I really like the Jango Fett from 2002, and I also really love the Boba Fett before they redid him, especially the Cloud City version. But I will say 2013, that was a pretty good redo on his minifigure design. I've got other Mandalorians. I wanted Jango Fett to have a design that kind of matched with everybody else. So, you know. And, yeah. And really, the only reason why I held off on getting this is because it's $100. And also, apparently at the LEGO store, they told me it was a Toys R Us exclusive. What? So, you know, that doesn't really make much sense. And also, with the $100, it was like, okay, that's a bit pricey for an 825 piece set. Gah. Am I dyslexic? I have no idea. But I figured that double points from January, yes. Oh my gosh, this review is a mess. I got crap all over the place. I've got I'm getting my words mixed up. But screw it, man. We're doing one takes only on this adventure. So, you know, but from the 1st to the 4th of July, it was double points in America. So with all of that out of the way, let's review what's inside the box. Was not expecting this. This makes me wonder now, though, if a set, the instructions in the set are actually of a certain page count and not so much piece count. Not sure, and that is a mess of stickers to deal with. But you know, let's see. There's a number 4. There's a number 1. Oh, good. There's a number 6. We know we have at least 6 bags. That's a 2, 3, 5. Ooh, and an unmarked one for big pieces. Alright, cool. So, yeah, other than that, let's get building. Alright, so we're back, and I have everything I need. At least so I think. I don't know, we do it all in one take anyway if it doesn't work after the first 10 seconds. So, wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Alright, well, whatever. Anyway, we'll just kind of get right into it. So they include Jango Fett and Boba Fett in here. Kind of the main reasons why I got this set. At least Jango Fett anyway. But there's Boba Fett. It's got a second face. It's actually a better face than this one. So, yeah. Oh, I didn't grab my other... whatever. You don't need to see comparisons. You already know that these versions are better. So yeah, like, this Jango Fett is fantastic. He looks great. And he doesn't come with another face, actually. Which makes sense, because that part. But yeah, good minifig. I really am not sure why we're insisting on using these. They don't look bad, but I don't think of them as guns, I guess. I've seen them used in other ways more often than as guns. So yeah, Wow, that is like perfectly in frame. Whoa. Your other things to look at. We got R4P17. She's just hanging out. And then we got Obi-Wan, who, in my opinion, does not look as good with this hairstyle. It's one of the few times where I will say they needed to make a different piece for Obi-Wan. Because his hair does not look like that, except for when he kills the Acklay in Episode 2. His hair, I feel like it's wrong. It just doesn't work. But he comes with two faces as well. And I do kind of like that one. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. So we'll just kind of sit him back in the Starfighter after I show you what's inside. If it will focus on the thing I want you to see. There we go. Yeah. And it closes up like that. So I've just kind of kept everything attached. Booster ring. It's basically like all you see is what you get. There are a few minor nitpicks, of course. I didn't remember this because I haven't watched Episode 2 in a long time, but on Brickset they said that the Starfighter is actually supposed to be underneath all of this stuff. Like all of this right there. It's not supposed to be on top. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. So when you look at this head on, a little more head on than that. There we go. The Starfighter is really up taller than it should be. It really should be right in the center. And that's one of those things to where it's like, okay, you could have edited the build in such a way to where you can still have it on top. I feel like that it makes sense. It's logical because really it's easier to play with when it's like that. You can just easily detach it and put it back. It's so simple. But this, it could have been dropped a little lower so that it was more in line. At least the Starfighter part, anyway. So, yeah. Anyway, let's kind of talk about this handle. This handle's great. I like it. I like it a lot. Not necessary to the build. Because, I mean, when you build it, it's like, okay, that doesn't really need to be there in terms of just being able to use it. But man, this is so much nicer than the other booster ring because it's like I have a place to hold stuff. It's nice. And of course it does add maybe a little bit more stability to it all because this part, it kind of shifts a little bit when not all of these pieces were connected. So, you know. Got stickers, big stickers. Okay, so these stickers, man. The best way to apply them, because they're on a... what is that? What would that be considered? A 3x6 panel. Like a whole panel of it. The best way to attach those stickers is to start at the very center. Try and get it as parallel with these lines as you can. And then just go from there. And if it doesn't quite work, you're in trouble if you've attached it all the way down. But also, I felt like I was going to rip these stickers like 3 times because I would have to peel up and it would slowly attach on other things. And this is a big sticker too. It's no laughing matter. So yeah, best way to deal with these, I put another piece right there, and then I kind of just lined it up with that so that it would be a little more square. So yeah, the other thing to really point out, these things can move, and that is not cool. All right, I wish that there was something that could have been attached, especially given the piece count of the set. What was it, like 825? Yep, 825 pieces.
Could have added a few more to maybe make these not spin, because I've never gotten them before. But there are some studs that you can attach. You can attach the 2x2 round plate onto it, click it on there, and the axle that shoots all the way through would stay in place. So, yeah. I mean, I guess I suppose you could do what it shows on the box and have these rotated more like that. Not sure what I like, what I prefer, but I do know that that's how it was shown in the instructions. Not that you should always follow the instructions. I didn't check to see if all the stickers were absolutely correct. Like maybe these are upside down. I don't know. But sometimes Lego, their stickers are not always 100% accurate. So anyway, but it's pretty standard if you've got the other booster ring. It's a very similar build in here. It's a lot sturdier though. Like all these panels are attached by 4 pins instead of the little tiny loose pins. So yeah, very good. We got these spring launch missiles. Hopefully I don't shoot myself in the face.
Oh jeez. God, that hit me in the ear.
And so now we're ready to get this Starfighter off the ring, because there's nothing else to really talk about with the ring. So down here, there's this little red lever thing. Or button, I guess. You push it. Sometimes your Starfighter will pull back with it. Just kind of push it forward, lift straight out. You can see how it attaches. Technic pins and just Technic holes. Shoots in there. Turn this thing upside down. It's not going to go anywhere. Pretty great. I could just have the ring there. Well, actually, no, that's going to get in the way. There we go. Starfighter. Okay. If this part wasn't on there and it was just a plate, maybe, I'd be a little happier. Because this thing is ridiculously tall. Technically, you're supposed to do that. I always like doing that because it looks better, in my opinion. But this thing, it can't stand on its own because you've added this giant chunk of thing right here. Like, that's not necessary. We can do this. And really, if it was just a plate right there, it'd balance better. Everything would be so much better about it. And normally I would complain about the height of this. But the Starfighter is very weird in episode 2. You see it, and it's like, okay, it's very shallow, very shallow, very shallow. And all of a sudden it shoots up. It's really weird. Weird angles on these things. Alright, battery thing is telling me that it's dying. Hopefully it doesn't die. For me to finish talking about this, and then we'll get into comparisons, because you know I've got things to compare with now. But this is the biggest forgiveness of the set. Now, R4P17 is an integrated droid into the Starfighter. R4 is never a full-body droid until Episode 3. Now, in the Legends canon, thanks to Wikipedia, I remember reading this, that Obi-Wan actually had a bit of affection for the droid, seeing as they both survived Jango Fett numbers of times. And so it was like, alright, cool. Like, take the head off the droid, give it an astromech body. That's cool. So, it doesn't look any different than the one that came with the planet set. But, not bad to have any additional astromechs for you. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was a very, very, very smart way of storing very loose pieces, pretty much. Like, it's really good. I like it. Sticker, 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 sticker that is round. How evil. I couldn't even get it on there straight. Once it's attached, it's attached. I'm not going to try and rip it up, unless it's terribly misaligned. But round stickers, man, like, what gives? Now, I do have printed versions. I could always swap it out. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. Because every time I'm on Bricklink, I always look and see if somebody's got any Republic cogs that I can replace stickered ones with that don't look as good. And I do have 2 extras that I could mess with, but you know, these little stud shooters. I know some people hate stud shooters. I know some people hate the flick fire missiles or the spring launch missiles. Really, the only ones to hate are the flick fire missiles because they don't work half the time. These stud shooters, though, I mean, they're in the right spot. They look just perfectly fine to me. There are 2 extra studs that you're given. I store them here. They're pretty much in the, safely out of the way. You can store a lightsaber like that. I'm pretty sure, because it didn't say in the instructions, but you're supposed to like put the blade here, put the hilt there. But I actually found that this is a perfect place to store the extra spring-launched missile that you get for the booster ring, and it doesn't get in the way of any of this stuff. Which, by the way, I never did get around to showing you guys that stuff. So, there you go. Nice little details in there. Oh, and also, these hexagonal wings, the clips on them, they've slightly redesigned again. So instead of being completely rounded, they're actually squared off now, which means they may still be trying to make these things not break. Because I've had, like, every set that has ever included these, they've always broken. I cannot win. So, yeah, in terms of the Starfighter, it's a little tall, I gotta say, but it doesn't bug me as much as I thought it would, and especially since I was like, man, this is such a bad design when I was building it, because ever since they made Sussy Tin's Starfighter, it was like, man, it doesn't work. No, this actually looks pretty good, especially from an angle like this. It's very nice, streamlined. Really, it's only because this part's here. I think if that part was gone, some of the criticism of the set would be less, because, I mean, this feels really nice. So, woo! Just in under the line. All right, so now let's get into the comparisons. So, aside from minifigure comparisons, here's your comparison with the old 2002 Starfighter. This one, amazingly, it's about the same length, but considerably smaller, I guess. I don't know. When you look at these, though, yeah, I know. Look at this construction. It's so different. I should really like do a review of this or something like that. There we go. Things are a little sturdier. I'm trying to get you guys to see a height comparison, but I can't seem to do that very well. All right, there we go. So in terms of height, see, it's that chunk. If that chunk was not there, it'd be perfectly fine. Also, kind of wish they would have given us some landing things, because this is so perfect to me. Like, to attach the landing gear on the boosters, you just like do one click down. That clicks down like that. Okay, I guess it clicks down twice or something. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's integrated in such a way, it's like, you know what? It doesn't really bother me. So, there we go. But yeah, and droid head is totally different. The details, they look different, but still, I mean, you know, I'm still going to love this one forever because, you know, 2002, how old was I in 2002? It doesn't really matter, really. But I love the print that's on here. Glad they didn't have us put any stickers on this for that part. But at the same time, they already had us put so much stickers on this anyway. Like, what would be two more? Gotta love the printing that's on this, though. So, pretty great. And of course, that Republic cog. Why couldn't we just print it? It's so easy. You had them for years, and now they're gone. So, you know. Yes. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah. No, I am too lazy. Look at the dust. Look at the clear bricks. Not gonna worry about it. But now we get into the thing that really needs to be compared with the other hyperspace ring. So I've got some clear bricks on the bottom of this so that it's at a bit of an angle. Can't get anything in frame on this. So yeah, let's just kind of scoot everything forward. We'll slide those more to the center. We'll just kind of pull out the camera even further so that I can't reach things. So that's what we're dealing with. This is definitely more in the center and looks nice. I guess these things are equipped with ammo rather than just the ship. Although I'm not entirely sure why, because it's like, I mean, you can still shoot from there. You can still shoot from there. It's not that hard to do. But, you know, here we've got some extra little lights that are on there. This is where I hide Kit Fisto, by the way. But got orange and green lights. I kind of like those because, you know, you need them. This one doesn't really come with any. But I like the 2 booster engines than the 6, because the 6 engines, I don't know, it doesn't look quite as good to me. I feel like big massive engines equal more power, not just like a bunch of smaller engines. I know that it doesn't really matter. This probably has more capability of going even faster, but I mean, it's light speed, so whatever. I mean, unless they're going to ludicrous speed, so, you know. But this one, I feel like it integrated the stuff of like getting the ship in there a little better, because it's more level with the other boosters. But this one, it just connected in by those axles right there, and it. Who's calling me? Or maybe my phone's dying. I don't know. And then it uses this to like slip in on top of all this stuff in there, and it's just kind of held in place by friction, a little bit of gravity. You can still like turn it over. You can do that. It still stays in there pretty well. So really, if they had only made this to where it wasn't just straight across, like if it bent down a little bit more, I feel like this would look just a little bit better. So there's some pros and cons to either one. This one, I really like Episode 2's booster ring better, so I kind of like this one more. It's also a lot sturdier. This one, you could just kind of snap everything off really easily. So there's a lot more sturdier construction in this one, but this one has got some better features in terms of integrating the Starfighter with the ring. So, pick your poison, I don't know. And of course, price. I don't remember how much this one cost, but it certainly costs less than this one. Probably only costs like $60, maybe $70. I don't remember. I don't even know what the piece count is on this Episode 3 version. So yeah. So really, it is a good model. I'm amazed that this Starfighter doesn't bug me as much as I thought it would. And yeah, it's a good set. The problem is the price point on it. And I can't really blame people for not wanting to get it, because it is $100. The only reason why I did it is because it was double points for July 1st to the 4th for both Canada and the United States. Because if you didn't know, Canada Day was July 1st. They celebrated 150 years. Congratulations, Canada. And then July 4th, that is America's Independence Day. So, you know, we had to have some sort of special deal going on, and I'm glad that it was, because this set, even though I only built it last night, finished it like 10 o'clock because I started at 8 or something like that. Maybe it was 11, I think. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I started really late, and now we're reviewing it now in the morning, and nobody's home, so that's pretty nice. I've tried to implement this whole thing to where it's like, well, I give it a day or two, let's see how my opinion is of the thing. Pretty much like right after I finished building it, I was like, you know what? This is actually pretty good. Like, it's got its own little small problems and stuff like that, but at the end of it all, I had a lot of fun building it. So that has really been all there is to say. It's a fun model, and I like this because you can just grip it and run around and pretend you're in hyperspace. So pretty cool. That function works really well. So really, like, the only major cons are just like, okay, there's a bunch of stickers, and the Starfighter could look a little bit better, but the integration of the storage on here for the droid, as well as the lightsaber, the flickfire missile, and then these two studs that you can just put anywhere, basically. It all really works for me. So I gotta say, and then you got these two bonus figures. If they had remade Slave 1 and the Jedi Starfighter, probably would have never gotten this. But because they're put in a package, and I really like this Hyper Booster ring, it works for me anyway. So try and get it on sale, or get it with some sort of promotional deal like double points or some nice little decent sized pack when you buy something $100 or more. So yeah, this has been MCLegoboy with 75191, the Jedi Starfighter with Hyperdrive. See you guys. How long has that been there? No. Oh well, whatever. One takes only. See, now I got that side. Oh, that looks better. So yay! I didn't even talk about the extra pieces. Look at this bag, it's ridiculous. And believe it or not, I actually used this, but it was actually more to put pieces on so that I could align stickers a little more properly, and then I took it off using that, because I didn't want to use my nail and like rip up the piece, because every now and then you actually dent the piece, and it's like, oh, but that doesn't make me feel good. Yes, review over. चलना चे शोर मचा ले, चलना चे साथ में गा ले, चलना चे कर ले फिर दमा